Now, we don't really talk about divorces in our family because it's such a taboo, sensitive topic. But I have two uncles, one from my dad's side and one from my mom's side, who are now divorced. And I'm going to talk about my mom's side of the family. My uncle, when he divorced or when he got divorced by my auntie, and my grandfather from my mom's side learned of this fact, he was really, really disappointed. And he confessed to my mom. He said, I'm really disappointed in him and I really feel for the kids. And so my mom, she was trying to, still maintaining the bridge between my cousins and outside of the family, even after my auntie has moved to America with her new husband and taking the kids with her. My mom still tried to maintain that bridge by messaging my cousins frequently. And for a while, my cousins did reply to her. They told her how their lives are going in America, how they are adjusting to their new lives. And for a while, they still had the support from our family. But I learned from my mom recently that my auntie has blocked her, and the children have now seemed to have stopped all communications with my mom. It's as if they have become estranged from our family. They have, moved on and we are no longer relevant to their lives. And it's their right, People can move on. It's a new chapter. Life goes on. But it makes me feel some kind of way because we used to be really close. My cousins, all of us kids in the family, my aunties and uncles, they would give us all showers, baths together. We sleep together. We listen to the same lullabies. We go to the same school. My grandmother would pick all of us kids up. We're a really tight-knit family. It's the Vietnamese way. But yeah, now it's all gone. It's a broken family. And I do feel for my grandfather when he still had the capacity. I do feel for all of them. But most importantly, I feel for the kids. I feel for my cousins who have now lost. I don't know. I don't think we are gone forever. I'm sure we will cross paths again. But it feels as if they have lost a part of the family. They've lost a part that they have grown up with. It feels some sort of way for me when people are completely detached from their roots. And maybe I'm thinking way too much into this. But yeah, my mom did have a heartfelt conversation with me a few days ago when we were going to Melbourne, and she told me she got married late. So it would have been around 29 years of age that she finally decided to settle down with my dad. Sorry, Dad, if you're listening to this, I didn't mean it like that. That's what Mom said. Mom said she finally got married at 29. I don't know what she means by this, but yeah, let's just say she settled down with my dad at the age of 29. And she told me she had lots of male friends. But now, my mom really resented my uncle for this because he did not care for his family, and that's why it's a broken marriage. And the fault is also with my auntie as well. They are both not compatible for each other. My auntie loves to just, go out and do all of these charity events and be an activist. And my uncle, he's an alcoholic. He likes to go out to drink alcohol with his colleagues after work, or just going out and drinking alcohol in general. And where does that leave the kids when they have schools? Like when my cousins went to school, my auntie would be out doing some charity event, doing some activities. Um, it's funny, it's ironic because she's doing charities, but what about her own family? Anyways, my uncle would also be out drinking, and so the kids would be left in the care of the security guard, and someone from our family would have to come pick them up and bring it to our grandparents' house, but that's another story. But anyways, both of them, they like to go out, but they don't really care about the family. There's no responsibility. There's no shared responsibility between the two. And so I remember I really do feel sorry for my little cousin because I think she had like a eating disorder as well. She became really obese. Many times when I go to my grandparents' house, I would see her alone eating chocolates, and poor kid. But from the photos I see online, she's now doing better. They seem to be doing better, but yeah, my auntie blocked my mom, whatever. But yeah, I think the real losers in these broken marriages are the kids. Anyways, my mom was telling me she had lots of male friends, but all of her relationship with them were pretty innocent, and there were clear boundaries. They were just friends, and until they become actual husbands and wife, then they can live together. And she critiqued my uncle in that sense, that he was the kind of guy to be sleeping around, dating around, and living with people who are not his wife. When the next hottest thing comes around, then he would go for that. And even though my mom has a lot of male friends, she really embraced this value, and this is my value as well, and that's commitment. You can be attracted to anyone. Surely there are people hotter than my dad. Surely my mom would have met many more beautiful, handsome, rich, successful people, more so than my dad. But there's this commitment, They have the same values. They want a family. They want kids. And that's why we're here. Even though my mom got married real late, 29. You're telling me 29 to get married as a woman? It seems as though my sister and we are both afterthoughts. Like my mom's career comes first. It seems like that. But my mom and dad, they have a shared value. They have responsibility, a shared responsibility for the family. And I think this is the way to go. If you really like a person, don't just act as though you guys are the real deal, living together as if you two are wives and husbands. Because I'm just learning from my family's mistakes here, just learning from my uncles and aunties here. Like if you two are not compatible, if you two don't have the same goals, if you two don't want to take up a shared responsibility for the household, then what are you doing? You're just renting a husband or a wife. You're just paying each other money for the experience. There's nothing lasting, nothing of substance, and the marriage will not work. Just something a little bit off topic. I used to be really uncomfortable when this young couple rented the same place as me last year. And I could not understand why I was feeling this way. I told my mom and dad about it. I said, these two, they're not married, they're like young, and they're living together, but they're not really husbands and wife. And I could hear them in my bed. I feel really uncomfortable. What the hell is going on? I told my mom and dad about it, and I realized, hey, I think my values have been passed down from my parents to me. The reason why I feel so uncomfortable with this was because my mom and dad never really advocated for this lifestyle in which you live with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And you guys know that we are not religious. My family is actually very anti-religion. My mom actually had a mental breakdown last year when I told her I was studying the Bible. And as you know, after Saigon fell in 1975 and the Socialist Party tried to ban all organized religion, yeah, most people became atheists in Vietnam. So yeah, we're not religious, but somehow we still have these values and morals of these religions. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it. But yeah, that's why that's why I felt so uncomfortable. It's because my parents never really advocated for this lifestyle in which you live with your boyfriend or your girlfriend as if you're running a free trial, rent a husband or a wife, live together, just a free trial. It's not the real thing. You guys haven't tied the knots yet, but you guys are pretending as though you are the real thing. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I don't know anything about you. But yeah, I'm just saying the reason why I felt uncomfortable was because, yeah, that's what I value. And my values have been passed down from my parents to me. I was never really taught to sleep around, test drive a wife, see how you like it. I was never really taught that. I was taught commitments, family, shared responsibility. But hey, I don't know anything about you, okay? Anyways, you already know what to do. Stay strong, God bless, I love you, and until next time, I'll speak to you soon.